We are live. This is the market update. I am your host, Bill Noble. This is is this market short altcoins market update? Oh, I think so. Stellar, XRP, and Cardano. What's up with that? Why are altcoins outperforming out of the gate? You know what? Let me tell you, because after I tell you, you're going to want to see the charts. You're going to want to see this unbelievable news where, the forces of the universe are tilting towards crypto. And of course, in the YouTube member area, you're going to want to see our 2023 forecast. Where's Bitcoin going? What are the altcoins? I actually snuck something in there last night. We did a little bit of like altcoin showdown, if you will. So I cut it out of the podcast and it's in there for members. All right, let's welcome who's here. We are going to build. We're going to build because you know what? Bull posting it isn't good enough anymore. Not only do they have to bull post it, meaning they're going to talk to Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, the like, they're going to have to make sure something gets built. Now, when they do that, you are going to want altcoins. Right? How high can XRP go? 2025 preview. 4 AI agent coins that we kind of snuck into the member area last night. Altcoin bargains. You know what, folks? Don't miss it. Don't. Okay? The links are down below. There's a little $ at the bottom of the chat. Come on, see us. If that's too much, like and subscribe to the channel. Drop me a comment down below. The QR code for the membership is on the stream, and you can get for $4.99, as in $4.99. You can get special emojis, right? Special shout outs on the stream. Please feel free to join us as a member. Okay, Richard Barry in the house. Welcome. Welcome. Right? Bull Runner, Joe Mike, Alexandra may be in there. Bull Run, Willameter, right? Indie Rock Crypto, let's go. Alexandra, there she is. Routine Cheese. Today's Tech Bites, Crypto Keter, members who are all on those podcasts with that, that Bitcoin forecast. And oh my God, that Ethereum forecast. Oh my God. Be still my beating heart. Nola Fan 1, welcome. Patriot Caveman, Driftless Crypto, Yappy is here. Welcome. Bob, Dietz, Luis, Bart, Mr. Khan from Bangladesh. Good morning. Ron, Captain Crypto, G. Scott, a new member. Welcome. James Bond in the house. Cossacks 8. Okay, people, we got to get busy on this today. Let me tell you. Okay, this is a public service announcement from your macroeconomics department that bond yields in China are collapsing. Now, why do bond yields collapse? Well, because economic activity could be slowing to a halt, or there could be a problem, insolvency, or heaven forbid, something dramatic in their financial system. There is a reason why the dollar index is as bid as it is. We will talk more about that. Here's a hint. The dollar is as overvalued as it's ever been in history. So even if there is a flock to the dollar because of whatever's going on in China, it's overdone. And if the dollar has to go down, well, I guess there's 2 ways to do that, right? You can do it versus fiat, or you can do it versus hard assets. They haven't been able to do it versus fiat. So how are they going to do it? Well, they got to do it versus Bitcoin and gold. And gold is having a hard time because of what's going on with the dollar. So what does that leave us? Well, that leaves us Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and XRP. Woohoo. Money, digital assets. Okay. Digital assets got to go up when you have macro charts like this. It's as simple as that. Okay. So who gets hired and who doesn't? Introducing Bernie Sanders, a guy who has been on the far left for a long time. And he's been pretty critical of this thing that, Elon likes. And the orange man has been kind of backpedaling or stammering on. It's not going away. It's not going away. Welcome to Twitter. And guess what? Elon Musk's own creation coming back to bite him, right? So if this doesn't go away, what are they going to do? They got to change the subject. And what are they going to change the subject to? Crypto. Not just bull posting Bitcoin, but they got to build something now. They got to build it made in America, right? This is like XRP and Cardano out front, made in America. You think I'm kidding? Like, you thought this was a joke off the election. It went straight up. They brought it back down 62%. And now, guess what? Bernie is going to insure Web3. This is the grandfather of Web3, and Musk will be the father, right? You can add to his list. Musk birthed Web3. Here we go. Team Elon. Okay, over here. Team USA. There's Bernie. Where's the orange man? Which side is he going to be on? Yeah, I'm going to tell you what side he's going to be on in 1 second. Okay, he's going to be on the crypto side of things. Okay, if you want to know why Elon is a little bit upset about why he's like shutting everybody off on Twitter who doesn't like this particular hiring practice, yeah, that's because Tesla isn't going to be doing it anymore. We'll go over the Tesla chart. It is absolutely stark raving, unbelievable. And if you want to know what they're going to do, okay, here's what they're going to do, right? Here's Mike and the Orange Man's son, dated January 2nd at 9:21 p.m. Smile, boys, smile for your picture. You are about to tell everyone all about crypto all the time, all day long. And isn't it a coincidence that Cointelegraph randomly on the same day published RFK saying, fix the money, fix the world. Imagine that. Fix the money, fix the world. You want to know what happens when the orange man comes out and says, fix the money, fix the world? Or the orange man says XRP? Forget about it. Forget about it, right? It's gone. It's absolutely gone. Okay, Financial Times picking up on this. Legacy waking up. Oh, the orange man embracing crypto overshadows new EU rules. Huh. What do you know? What do you know? And new code fuels rumors X payments may launch soon. I got one thing that's going to save Elon. I don't know what saves Vivek, but what saves Elon is Doge, right? Doge as a payment mechanism, Doge for Teslas, Bitcoin for Teslas, right? I mean, his Twitter lately has been ridiculous. And everyone's going to fall in line very soon. Free speech, censorship was the empire's last gasp. Okay. Now, on the subject of fix the money, fix the world. 1.4 million women in the United States are using an adult entertainment website as a way to make money. That's 10% of women age 18 to 24. And 11% of people that Mike Novogratz reaches thinks that's a good idea for society. Fix the money, fix the world. Fix the money, fix the world. And how high is crypto going to go if they have to build, not just talk, but build to fix the money, to fix the world? Michael Saylor meets Eric at Mar-a-Lago and said, Bitcoin is on the menu. What do you know? What do you know? How much you want to bet Mike buys everything between the 19th and the 20th? And the orange man is wearing a tie at the pre-inauguration celebration in that hockey stadium in Washington, D.C. Okay, so we're having a rally and we're having an inauguration. And all you need at that rally is one guy my age with a sign that says, I need a job. That's all. That's it. Now, in order to counter that image on Twitter, you're going to need Bitcoin pumping. Like everybody wearing an orange tie. Charles Hodgkins at the White House. Charles Hodgkins on Joe Rogan. Like incessantly. Bitcoin hash rate exploding. exploding. And everyone's like, oh, I'm still messed up from the decline at the end of the year, right? Like here it is. Beware of Bitcoin's shooting star warning at record highs. Okay, bro. Okay. Yeah, let's get into TA minutia. Actually, what we should get into is what's in the PowerPoint, which is, Bitcoin and Ethereum coming up above things that algorithms can see. Best Bitcoin strategy is to put a little away every month and watch it grow, says Marathon Digital. Wise words. Wise words. Crypto will see revolution by acceleration. Oh my God, says Ernst & Young. Thank God we have people in Legacy and at the Financial Times to tell us these things, because sometimes I think people in crypto forget. They're like, oh, I missed AI16Z. Therefore, I don't know, some sort of negative connotation about your investing ability. Your investing ability is just fine. You have a Coinbase account and you know where the green button is. You're doing great. You're doing great. You're doing better than, I don't know, Schwabies that don't have a Coinbase account, but they can get a hold of the Bitcoin ETF. And that's exactly what they're going to do, because, equity market people never met a rally that they didn't like. And not only is Bitcoin like, I don't know, Bitcoin hasn't done what NVIDIA's done over time. It had a really good year last year, but it's not up only over like years yet. Okay. You will have deep retracements. We discussed that in the member area, how to trade this market, right? In other words, you're going to get to buy it when it's down. This is not 2021. Crypto will accelerate. Crypto will accelerate when? Now. Let me ask you something. Who's looking for alt season? Who's looking for like 30 days of up only in altcoins? Who's looking for that? Nobody. And even if you said it, they don't believe you. The only people who believe you are whoever is watching XRP videos online, because that's off the charts. I don't know where the supply is going to come from if banks have to start buying XRP. Who's going to sell it to them? Ripple's all sold out. Retail's not selling. Improving Bitcoin price metrics highlight bears dwindling confidence in sub 95K Bitcoin. Okay. Do you want to know when you get sub 95 Bitcoin? When everyone's talking about 300 or 250, right? After you've gotten some like insane euphoric rally, which you could get in February. Because, I'm just going to remind everybody, they're going to look, everyone wants to buy the dip. Everybody wanted it sub 95. Now, first they wanted it sub 80. Then they wanted it sub 95. You're not getting it. You're just not getting it, right? You don't get dips when you want dips. You get dips when you don't get dips when you want them, okay? When you want them, you don't get them. And the only time you get them is when you don't want them, because of the FOMO. I can confirm that at least 13 states are working on strategic Bitcoin reserve legislation. January is going to be a record-breaking month for Bitcoin policy, right? They have to talk this thing up. Now, in case you don't believe me, let's think about this for a second. The election comes out, they win by a landslide. These guys are like, they're at UFC events. They're doing like a world tour. Here's us eating McDonald's on a jet. Okay, all of a sudden, all the underemployed people are giving them the stink eye thanks to Elon. So how are they going to get their mandate back? You could have people resisting them. They might be like, hey, you guys messed this up. I'm not going to vote for everything you want just because you want it. They can't lose their mandate. They absolutely cannot. So again, like, what are they going to do? The orange man builds things, skyscrapers, casinos, hotels, right? Yeah, they're just going to build. Vitalik's phone is going to ring, right? Everyone's phone's going to ring, and he's going to be like, what can we build? And how fast can we build it? XRP flips Charles Schwab in market cap. Okay, so that's somewhat amusing. maybe a little bit more than somewhat, but perhaps not relevant. This is a brokerage firm. This is a monetary system. They shouldn't be comparing Charles Schwab to XRP. They should be comparing XRP to Ethereum. That's what they should be comparing it to. Because XRP, whether anyone wants to admit it or not, is money. And there's very few ways to lower the value of the dollar, except get XRP to the targets that we discuss in our member podcast, which are somewhat shocking. Now, I mean, you could say XRP is going to $539, right? But where's XRP really going to go? Bitcoin just hodl. Okay. I remember seeing this when I worked for Charlie Shrem, right? He had just hodl up on the wall of the place where I went to see him in Sarasota. That was back in 2018 when everyone was like falling over themselves to sell Bitcoin at 6K. And then it went to 3K and no one wanted to touch it. No one wanted to touch it. And then I said, the upside target is 13K. They thought it was out of my mind. And that's what it did. It went from 3 to 13 on the first run up because it was so oversold. And the market right now is doing this again. They dropped it over Christmas, ruined everyone's holiday. And now everyone's caught off guard. Wall Street's going to come into work on Monday. This thing's going to be 20% higher. They're going to be like, oh, wow, I wanted to wait to buy it until after vacation. Okay. Cardano founder Charles Hoskins says, quote, a lot of upcoming political meetings. We're sending 10 people to the inauguration. They're going to meet the cabinet. Then we set up on the Senate side for crypto hearing. Talk to David Stacks and Bo Hines. Huh. Can you imagine what happens if they build something on Cardano? Can you imagine what happens if they build something on Ethereum? Can you imagine what happens if these coins come back, right? Is it possible? The answer is yes. I can tell you that right now, right? Is it possible to have Bitcoin like either sitting still or going up, ETH, Cardano, and XRP in up-only mode, and then ICO season starts on Solana, agents issue meme coins, and then possibly the big meme coins take off, all in like not at the same time, but all, in line. Like first XRP, boom. Then Cardano, boom. Then Ethereum, boom. Then Solana, boom. I got the charts. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Crypto boom draws in Wall Street banks. There has been a profound shift in thinking on capital raisings for crypto companies. Huh. You mean if Wall Street can make money helping crypto companies IPO and issue convertible bonds to buy Bitcoin, that they'll be interested? Oh, you betcha. These guys issued internet stocks like pets.com. You want to have a laugh? drcoop.com. Oh my God. If I showed you what Dr. Coop looked like, it was a health advice website worth untold millions or billions upon IPO. These are the guys who did that. Yeah. Okay. Right. Michael Saylor wants to borrow money to buy Bitcoin. It's going to happen. Okay. My thoughts on ICP. Their caffeine AI self-executes. Guys, we got ICP in the HODL portfolio, right? You gotta dig, you gotta go in the member section, right? But down here in like the Coinbase portfolios, right? There's 2 Coinbase portfolios. Okay. And ICP is the HODL coin. Here's the second Coinbase portfolio. ICP is a HODL coin. In other words, we want to own it and just set it, and that's it. That's it. Like, let it go and let it rock. Members of U.S. Congress backed by crypto PAC. So here's the good news. If there's resistance to the agenda, they can pass the crypto agenda because, Congress is taking money from crypto PACs. Crypto.com launches zero commission trading for stocks and ETFs. Crypto.com cozying up to Wall Street. Okay. Almost all AI agents are just meme coins that talk. Okay. Well, that may be the case. And every AI agent, just like every meme coin, is not going to make it. But Okay. Meme coins and NFTs issued by computers are more interesting than dog coins. Now, that said, I do think you have to make your money while you can in these kind of sectors. Right now, it's the AI trade, and that may not stop. Like the bid may go from virtuals to coins on virtuals, right? Because no one knows about it. Maybe no one likes it, and it's maybe confusing for people to buy. So everyone's buying GigaChad on centralized exchanges. Meanwhile, these AI agent coins may be difficult for people to buy. All right. Now, they are taking some heat. So AI agents are not agents. Okay. They still can't perform tasks in pursuit of goals. Okay. So, it does make sense to question certain parts of the narrative. However, we did see things with dogs and cats that were way more wild than what we got going on now. I mean, Pepe went to 8 billion and GOAT doesn't even have a bid. And some people think GOAT could be the center point. One person doing some outlandish predictions for this year think one of these coins could actually be like some sort of religion or cult. Bitcoin price regains ground after everyone sells for taxes. So an underrated theme. Everybody walked in and sold, and the market went up anyway. Isn't that funny? Looks like they did all their selling last year because the market is taking whatever supply is there. Morgan Stanley mulls adding crypto to E-Trade. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Okay, one of the risks I see for crypto could be something around Roaring Kitty. Okay, word has it, there's like a derivatives event in mid-January. Okay, GameStop could go up. Other gaming stocks could go up. I just remember when like Roaring Kitty took the stage, crypto came off. Okay. P&L destruction is not good for capital markets. And if the GameStop thing is as bad as the GameStop people say it is, just make sure you pay attention to whatever GameStop news comes out. Okay. So crypto's latest meta, okay, AI agents making headlines, right? New year, new narrative. Actually, it's new year, old narrative, right? The thing that they're getting caught on is stuff like Fartcoin. They're getting caught as in like hedge funds and legacy because they spent a lot of time bear posting that and they wound up wrong, right? And when they're wrong, when they get bearish, it's up only. Now, MicroStrategy stock tanked 45%. I had some concerns. Guess what? Every day that MicroStrategy stock does not go down is a day crypto can go up. That's how I think of it. In other words, MicroStrategy shorted their own. They didn't short it, but they increased the supply of their stock indiscriminately and want to continue to in order to have money to buy Bitcoin. So that can put pressure on MicroStrategy stock. Finance math shows it's kind of lofty relative to the Bitcoin it holds. Wah, 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 wah. Every day that this stock does not go down is a day crypto can go up. From Genesis to global, the evolution of Bitcoin since block zero. January 3rd was when the first Bitcoin block was mined. Okay, stay tuned in Patreon. On the next 6th Street Crypto episode, I will be discussing the history and how Bitcoin behaves around this anniversary when you're in a bull market. Patreon is our middle tier offering, right? We take care of these guys in terms of like podcasts, charts, and, altcoins. It also has a store. If you're allergic to monthly memberships, please come check that out. Okay. Bitcoin at the beginning. Everyone's like, wow, I wish I had owned Bitcoin in 2013. Also, don't forget about LuxAlgo. Okay. LuxAlgo is a chart program that adds itself to TradingView. And there's one of my indicators. Okay. Discount code NOBLE, NOBLE, for my indicators using Elliott Wave. The computable economy will unlock a new economic order. The computable economy. Love it. Okay. Web3 and real world assets. Notice not a word about real world assets. Not a word. Like BlackRock doesn't exist. But, let's all chase the latest AI agent. I mean, we can chase AI agents, but don't act like these other sectors are not out there. And they could be enormous, right? World Liberty Financial was like, they bought DeFi coins at the high. They were fine with Chainlink at the high. If they liked it at the high, they got to love it now. Parabolic Bitcoin is a buy at 80K if Bitcoin price tracks stocks. Okay, so everyone is trying to draw head and shoulders tops. They should be drawing a head and shoulders bottom. They're drawing the wrong thing. Wrong. Bitcoin's going to follow stocks. Bitcoin will eventually follow stocks, just not right now, because everyone is having a conversation with their financial advisor on how to allocate money to Bitcoin at companies like Van Eck, where the head of digital assets says, $3 million for Bitcoin is the target by 2050. Now, one thing that you don't see, right? Because it's really easy to go on TV. You have a PR firm, they get you on television, you wear a nice suit, you talk about Bitcoin going to the moon. Probably what he's not telling you, two things. One, what does the world look like with Bitcoin at 3 million? Guessing you may have a dystopia going on. Guessing, okay? Now, the other thing that they're not talking about is where's Bitcoin going to be in July? Where's it going to be in July? It's like, well, we eventually expect Bitcoin to go to fill in the blank, right? 12 months, 30 years from now. Like, dude, what about July? Well, naturally, the answer to this question in your roadmap of crypto is in the latest podcast in the member area. That said, this thing can go much higher than anybody thinks it can. It's just not all going to go up at once. And this is what we're watching. I can feel everyone staring at the screen like, wow, look at Cardano. They're staring at it. They're not getting involved. They're talking about AI agents. Meanwhile, Web3 is smoking higher. Smoking higher. Crypto law is changing around the world in 2025. Hey, guys, it's legal now. It's legal everywhere, including Hong Kong, right? Remember that graph? The Chinese are going to have to print to such a degree that it's going to be mind-blowing because they cannot allow their system to blow up. They cannot. Cardano zooms above $1 because everyone is short. Okay, BlackRock Bitcoin ETF records its largest outflow. Right? See, Omar is now an editor. Well-deserved. Well-deserved. Okay? Everyone selling, everyone out, everyone taking profits, and then up only. That's it. It's that simple. Bitcoin buyers saw a 40% gain on average last year. Where are you going to get these returns in equities? Wait until you see what's happening with discretionary spending. Wait till I show you these charts, right? Big investment banks publishing this kind of stuff. Bitcoin's computing power may hit a major milestone before the next halving. What's going to stop this? What's going to stop it? Please check out the member area, right? We have agents, 2 preview podcasts, and don't forget the XRP long-term price prediction. Actually, the XRP like 1 year price prediction or less using Gann and Fibonacci math. Don't miss it. Okay, PowerPoint, absolutely unbelievable. PowerPoint is unbelievable. Daniel J is here. Daniel J says Filecoin. Bro, no joke. There's a lot of boomer crypto out there that everybody thinks can't go up. And wait until the boomers insist on buying it and building on it. You know what I'm saying? The Don from Vancouver, welcome. Right? Welcome to the show. Easy Eats. Love that. Bitcoin wants 99 soon. Indie Rob Crypto says the DXY should be sub 90. Yeah, dude. And if it's not going to go sub 90, then we're going to have to moon Bitcoin. Okay, so SPX 6900. Boy, I'll tell you what, this meme coin got everyone twice, right? Twice. My understanding is this thing made a new high today. I'm sharing screen. Here we go. You know, this thing will tell you the power of the cult, right? You put a cult and people who won't sell together with algos who will moon it because people don't own it or people don't understand it. Everyone's looking at AI agents and boom. And what do you notice about this? Square, right? Not necessarily tracking this kind of stuff. And of course, no one's tracking it, which is why it's mooning. This is what these markets do to you. They drive you nuts, right? Because you can't figure out what's going to go when. Algos love mooning stuff like this. They love it, right? And if you go to like some live TA and, you know, you like go to meme coins, right? You know, I was looking at Bonk. Oh my God, up 13%. Holy cow. Oh my God. Look at this coming back into a giant accumulation cone. It can only go up 178%. What do you think retail is going to do when they see these meme coins moving like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, this was a joke, right? It wasn't a joke. It wasn't funny because they listed all this on centralized exchanges and then dropped it on retail's head. Everybody got out. It traded absolutely terrible for 3 weeks and then boom, gone, right? Who's going to stop it? Nobody. Nobody. Where's the seller? You know, whales dumped it. That's it. Where's the supply? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, Degen. Let's do this over here. Degen. Okay. So, Degen climbing back into one of its accumulation cones. Like, can you believe where the top of this thing is? I mean, it's way out there, like way out there. Okay, let me make a LuxAlgo adjustment if I can. Okay, so in LuxAlgo on Degen on the daily chart, and I've been saying this, we've been saying it. This is connected to decentralized social media. Degen is 200% away from equilibrium. You know, and this was dead and it wasn't doing much and it's up 14% today because no one owns it. That's why. This is the oldest line in legacy. Nobody owns it. Who owns it? Everyone's like, I mean, seriously, did you go to a Christmas party and hear somebody say, "Oh my God, I can't believe how much Chainlink I own. I can't believe I just can't stop buying Polkadot." No one's saying that. No one's saying that. They might be talking about XRP, but they've been long XRP for a long time. But I mean, what's going to stop it? Just you tell me. You know, you can have down days, but when you get down days, you got to start training your brain. And I'm dead serious about this. You got to start training your brain that when this thing is down, like SPX 6900, when this stuff is down, you got to get after it. You got to get, not only do you have to get after it, but you have to get after it and hold on to it. You know, they tested you in Ski Mask. We talk about this all the time. Yeah. Look at this. You know, it's like, okay, I'm talking about this, right? Run the stops, run the stops, run the stops, run the stops. Look at this. This is down only over Christmas. Boom. In a square formation. This is probably going to 1 billion. I mean, they got Brian Young behind this thing. Guy has 2 million followers. I mean, what do you think? What do you think can happen here? You know, one final Dogecoin for the road. You know, watch out. Just watch out, man. Okay, let's see what else we got going on here. Okay, NEUR. I think is that Neuralink? NeuralAI. NeuralAI. I want to say we like this coin. I can tell we do because I have this drawn on here. You have this like diamond formation. This is the power of diamonds, by the way, for your education, right? Better get to the Ethereum charts before this thing goes up 10%. I don't know, man. It's going to 18, 17, $18. It's going to make a new high, man. It could hit the premium zone. And I mean, that's been the play. And that may continue to be the play all year long. Buy discount, sell premium, buy equilibrium, sell premium, etc. Buy discount, sell premium, buy equilibrium. All year long. All year long. Right? I mean, I don't shill this service the way I probably should. It's telling you what's going to happen. And I'm just like catching this, like anybody's talking about building anything on Bitcoin. When was the last time you heard anything about that? You probably haven't. STX, Bitcoin layer 2s. I think you really should listen to the podcast, honestly. Okay. VaderAI. Are we speculating in AI agents out there? Oh, yeah, you are. Of course you are, man. You got to get in the game. You got to try it. Right? I mean, this AI thing is at least something I can get my head around. Sometimes I had a hard time with like dogs, cats, and that stuff. This is a little easier. One thing about these AI agents is they retrace. Okay, so there's the 38% retracement of the whole move round, I don't know, 10 cents. It's not a bull market until you can buy a dip and make money. And if you can buy a dip and make money, it's a bull market, right? It's as simple as that, right? We did ski, right? People are pumped about ski, right? We'll do it again. What's the lesson of ski? Buy when it's down. When it's down, 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 down. Always assume when the market has gone down for a period of time, like 3 days, in a market like this, that they're trying to push you out. That algorithms are out there to push you out. I mean, crypto is a sophisticated market now. You don't think the algorithms that work in equities to like run stops, locate stops, run stops, and get everyone out? Why do you think these exchanges are like, oh, come on in. You want 75x leverage? Oh, come on in. We'll just find your stops. Use it to hoover up all the crypto. When it's down, like 50% retracements, right? 50% and 62% retracements. 62% in particular. Okay, music by virtuals. Okay, I think when it comes to stuff issued on virtual, that these coins are going to try to capture value, but you're going to have to move fast. Okay. So again, they drop it and they take it to the 62% retracement, right? And I think the only thing that may hurt these coins is if the rest of Web3 takes off. Like AI agents may get hurt if Ethereum goes up 25%. I'm just saying, right? Because that's normally what happens. The bid moves from sector to sector. This bid switched pretty good, but it's 62%. So if you like it, everyone loved it up here, but you got to like it down here. If this is your jam, right? That's it. Okay, let's go to PowerPoint. I got stuff in here, man. PowerPoint is making an epic comeback. Discretionary credit card spending per household by generation. So baby boomers, that's where all the money is. Gen X, destroyed. Millennials, not doing well. And Gen Z waving their hands in the air like they don't care. because they're sick of inflation. They're sick of COVID. They're sick of divorce. They're sick of it all. So Gen Z, it's like, oh, we don't have any money. Oh, let's get a credit card and go on vacation. Seriously. My daughter is Gen Z, right? Like the greatest, smartest kid you've ever seen. Never met discretionary spending on small items, not huge items, small items. Better than she used to be. But, you know, Gen Z is not going to be miserable. So Gen Z's out there and they should be buying crypto and they should get out of Marshalls and get to crypto. Meanwhile, these large groups in the middle are just smoked. They're smoked. They're the ones pushing the orange man's agenda. They're the ones who are going to say, hey, where is my asset appreciation? You guys printed money for 12 years for the baby boomers. What about us? What about us? Dollar divergence from fair value from Bank of America Global Research. Yep. So you got to start asking yourself, well, why is everyone buying the dollar? Okay. A lot of times dollar goes up when there's some kind of colossal problem out there. That's the first thing you have to ask yourself. Second of all, what happens when that problem emerges and how much money is going to get printed and by who? And then the third thing is if the dollar has to fall, the only way to do it is versus crypto. You can do it versus gold. I don't know if you can do it fast enough versus gold. Like, yeah, any gold guy will tell you gold should be at 5,000. I don't disagree. But how are you going to get it there? Right? Is that going to move fast enough to really, you know, lower the value of the dollar and raise the value of the currency that people hold? Is labor from India too cheap or is the dollar too strong? Right? The dollar buys too much labor from other places, causing political controversy. Let's get the dollar lower. Fix the money, fix the world. Does this look fixed to you? Not really. Not really. So let's talk about the auto repair shop, Tesla. 5-wave top, $500, right? That is all she wrote. I mean, tactically, it's probably overdone on the downside, but that's your blow off top, right? And then Elon puts his foot in his mouth, and I don't know if they can fix that anytime soon. You know, these labor practices and stuff, they're in databases. This is all public information. And these people that got shut off on Twitter are some of the loudest. Like, they are loud. And they're together with Bernie. Right? Bernie has been stuffed into a corner for, I don't know, what, 8 years? Right? He should have been the candidate in 2016. No. He should have been the candidate probably in 2020. No. Okay. Now, you know what? You're going to listen to Bernie because he's old and he's got nothing to lose. So I don't know how much foreign labor these guys are hiring based on what's going on with the stock price. Not much. Okay. You went from 480 or 490 to 370. This is why Elon shut everybody off. Okay. Because he needs the stuff for SpaceX. And I understand that. SpaceX, Grok, AI. It's like, you know, who do you want doing it? Do you want Elon doing it? Or do you want other people doing it? I understand both sides of the argument. But there is no argument about what this administration is going to have to do. They're going to have to bullpost crypto and make sure it gets built. Something has to get built, period. And you know what? They took most of this market back down to where it was before the election, right? Bitcoin unwound its the entire rally since Thanksgiving. Did you know that? Right? This was the Christmas crash. Meanwhile, back at the algorithm ranch, Bitcoin is hopping itself above quantitative moving averages, which kind of held it up all the way, you know, during the Thanksgiving rally where everybody thought they were getting a dip and they weren't. Everyone thinks they're getting a dip now and they're not. That was the dip. Repeat after me. That was the dip. Every time it goes down, that was the dip. If you want the dip comes when it's just euphoria. Like when people are just, oh my God, I can't believe how amazing it is. That was up here. Everybody released their 200 target, went on vacation, figuring it was a Santa rally, bang. Tesla up 7% today. So again, probably overdone tactically. but the market has sent a message. Subtle, but the market has sent a message. Bitcoin. Okay. So if we can have Tesla up 7%, why is Tesla up 7% and ETH only up 4%? What's up with that? Really? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Equity investors always love to buy the dip. That is just ingrained in their minds. I wish we could bring all those people over here. 98.3. Okay. DeMark resistance. This correction was grinding and awful. And what do you get after a grinding and awful correction? An emotional move higher because everyone missed the dip. That's just how this Elliott wave works in English. Now, Solana. Let's talk about Solana. So there's resistance here, 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 210, 230, resistance, blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, this trend, this downtrend could have turned nasty. It should have based on the DeMark work, but it turned just in time. When you get this type of setup where it should go down and it doesn't, and it turns around and goes up, what happens? If it's supposed to go down and it doesn't, what's it going to do? It's going to go up. Solana takes out 230, bonk, all the leveraged Solana, right? All the fast moving stuff on Solana up double digits. What's it telling you? What do you think these AI agents are going to do? They're going to issue coins on Solana. You got to have Solana to play the new game. And if that turns into like an ICO boom, because, you know, God forbid an AI agent puts together some sort of like useful blockchain based product, right? I mean, that makes everyone go bananas. You know, we charted something for the member group that the agent was cross-chain. Now, I guess that's nothing more than a cross-chain meme coin, but okay, they're working on it. And if you don't have Solana, you can't play, right? And you need ETH for base. ETH climbing back inside this accumulation cone after getting mercilessly dropped from 4,000. Look at this wick to 3,000. I mean, this wick, like, make no mistake, people. Make no mistake. December was horrible, right? They dropped it. They just dropped it mercilessly, and then they just left it there. I mean, it was like, ETH was like, I don't know, a Dairy Queen cup thrown out of a car onto the side of a road, just left there to tumble around in the dirt. That's what ETH was for 3 weeks. And now what do you got? Oh, gee, look, we do a false breakout. So if you do a false breakout of the bottom, what's the rule? You're going to turn around and pop out of the top, even if momentarily. Top of this thing is at 4,700 and rising. And rising. And they're drawing the wrong head and shoulders. They're trying to draw a head and shoulders top on Bitcoin. There should be drawing a head and shoulders bottom in ETH, right? I mean, you just need a little bit of price action over here to fill this in, right? See how this shoulder formed up here with this, like, you know, this just goes whoop. Yeah, that's what we're missing over here. Whoop. This got an upward sloping neckline too. So if they really break this out, and all I keep saying is, what does the world look like if you got ETH, Cardano, Solana, and XRP all moving at the same time? We can go over total crypto market cap. What happens? Right? We can also look at altcoin market cap, which we're going to. That's unbelievable, right? It's like all of altcoins is worth $1 trillion. So Web3 is worth $1 trillion, with the orange man getting a little extra orange, fuming at these morons who screwed up on Twitter. On Twitter. Like, we had a national mandate, and you know, now we got Bernie coming after us. They got to build something. Just in case you think these head and shoulders formations at the top end of the range don't work, here's Fartcoin. It's kind of an ugly looking formation. Not exactly perfect, but they took out the neckline, they retested it, and boom. Every legacy analyst was like, oh yeah, this is the end of crypto. Look at this ridiculous coin. Okay, it's ridiculous. What goes up? What they hate, what they can't buy, and they don't understand. The computer understood that farting has been a funny human meme. I don't know, going all the way back to human history, right? Caveman farting was funny. Who am I to argue with what this computer created? And they're mooning it. It's funny. It's funny. And most importantly, they all hated it. That's why it's going up, because they hated it. Because that's how bull markets work, right? Bull markets frequently start with the most speculative, ridiculous stuff rallying. And everybody goes, I don't believe it. And then it just keeps going. It just keeps going. And then eventually, you know, the media will say, oh, yeah, this is a Web3 rally in 2 weeks. Okay, Cardano, head and shoulders top, negative formation, right? Cardano breaks down, but oh, look, finds support at the LuxAlgo equilibrium zone. Then Cardano breaks this trend line, invalidates the bearish formation. And again, if it's supposed to go down and it doesn't, what's it going to do? It's going to go up. It's going to go up a lot. So we got Charles Hoskins at the inauguration, which we knew about, and then boom. Cardano could go to $1.30 or it could go to $1.73 if they want to get wild. XRP. So this is a DeMark chart, and there's a DeMark dotted line here at $3. And on, you know, in 3 days, you're going to have the anniversary of XRP printing $3 back in 2018. And XRP is not at $3 because like XRP went up and went sideways. So if this was SPX 6900, you'd be like, oh my God, it's a square formation. I got to buy SPX 6900, or I got to buy Ski Mask Dog. And you do. That's fine. But, you know, this is a huge market cap coin. This is an ETH formation from back in the day. It's square. And when they bust out of this, it's going to be insane. It's going to be insane because it can drive all of altcoins. Now, if Elon wants to show his face on a regular, okay, whatever he's doing on Twitter is, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing on Twitter. Okay, but Dogecoin, like on a monthly basis, retested some prior highs from 2021. You know, this is about when you would get the dip in Dogecoin last month, and you got yourself a dip, and now you got 5 up months. Okay, so explain this to me. Why can't Dogecoin go up for 5 months? Why can't it go to $1? Is anyone talking about that? Like Elon is, the word I like to use in legacy is they're caught. Like effectively, the administration is short crypto. They haven't talked about it enough because it was just this automatic, oh, look at this thing go. Yeah, okay. Now they're going to have to build something. Now they're going to have to put it on Twitter. They're going to have to do something. And they're going to have to do it often. This is not about talk anymore because Bernie's not going away. And I keep saying it, and I know you think I'm out of my mind. And people are like, what is this guy talking about? And then Michael Saylor's taking pictures with Eric Trump. Yeah, how much of that do you think they got queued up? And we have not heard from BlackRock yet. We have not heard from all these players. We have not heard from the States. We have not heard from Hong Kong. We have not seen printed money out of China. We haven't seen it yet, right? We haven't. ETH versus Bitcoin. Like, you know, the destruction or the underperformance in ETH relative to Bitcoin just the second half of last year was stunning. And this is a crash. This is a crash. And you got a head and shoulders bottom that, you know, actually looks pretty decent. You got a head and shoulders bottom in ETH. You got a head and shoulders bottom in ETH versus Bitcoin. What happened to value investing? I mean, this is like, this printed, it's almost at its discount zone. Printed the discount zone at Thanksgiving or mid-November and again over here. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Polkadot, okay, all the way up, all the way down. 62% retracement back to where it was in June. The connectivity of blockchain. Ski mask, okay, we talked about it. Okay. Okay. Super chat request. 2x. The The 2X long MicroStrategy ETF. I love you guys. You guys are after it. Let's get after it. All right. First thing I'm going to do is share the screen. Okay. Up 25% today. Okay. So the 2X long MicroStrategy ETF. Wow. Look at this thing. God. See, this thing went from 200 to 40. You got to really like leverage to play in this. All right. Let's go to a 4-hour chart. All right. So here's what I'll tell you about this. Don't fade Michael Saylor. Okay. You know, if you can't play in anything else, if you have to do ETFs, this is a good ETF. Everyone is bearish on this. This thing it got close to its discount zone on a 4-hour chart. Equilibrium's at 120. It's currently trading at 44. You know, that's a pretty big return. But, you know, if Bitcoin goes sideways, this may also go sideways. But, you know, it's hard to argue with 25% moves in one day. It's hard to argue with that. It's oversold. Let's put it that way. Okay. Bob says, and, you know, I was afraid this thing would go down, even though I loved it and Novogratz loves it and all us boomers liked it. MicroStrategy 2100. You know, Bob has a point. If the stock has problems, you know, what about, right? What about this? Right? What about this? This is a 4-hour chart. I mean, they wrecked this thing. This was at a $50 million market cap, and it came all the way down to 13. Amazing that Mike doesn't have a meme coin. I mean, it's just like took out every level, right? I mean, this to me qualifies as a give up trade. This right here, when you go below like the 78% retracement, this is people packing it in, right? This is people packing it in right there. There's a lot of components to this market that are still down, right? They're still down, right? Okay. So there's news out on, you know, the meme coin that, you know, was kind of unbelievable. There's fundamental news being released. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Okay. All I know is I like the idea of AI agents and privacy, but with this thing at 500,000 market cap, I mean, it was at 100,000 market cap on tax loss selling. It just went to like 800,000 market cap. It's all over the place. If you can't stomach volatility, don't do this. If you like volatility, right, and you want a lottery ticket on AI agents, they actually have products. Okay, so let the news come out, let them trade it, and we'll talk about this later. Okay, all right. Let's see what else we got. Toshi. Wow. Okay, so what are we going to hear about Toshi? Give up into the discount zone on a 4-hour chart. LuxAlgo inserting support underneath. And now everything's up 15% and no one's going to want to buy it. So first they drop it on your head and you don't want to buy it. Then they take it up and you don't want to buy it. Can I ask a question? Like, seriously, this is December 24th. Just asking for a friend. What the hell was this all about again? What was this all about? I mean, people taking profits. What? What was it about? I don't know. I don't know. Look, I'm looking at Sui over here, right? Sui, they lulled you to sleep. Oh my God, look at this. Okay, what do we got here? We got ourselves maybe a diamond, something like that, maybe. Close. You get formations like this, people, and you start breaking out. Let me ask you something. Well, let me draw this. Is Cointelegraph talking about Sui at $6? Probably not. These AI agent coins are going to pop up on multiple chains. They're going to pop just like the meme coins did. Okay, going to important graphs about total market cap. So, and I think Cointelegraph and whatnot, CoinDesk, you're going to see Omar on this stuff quickly. Okay, so here's your accumulation cone in altcoins. And this morning, altcoins were worth less than $1 trillion. So this is total crypto market cap minus Bitcoin minus Ethereum. So we're saying Web3, that the orange NAND needs to build into like the digital Atlantic City or the digital Vegas was only worth a T. And the top of this accumulation cone is at 1.4 T. And we could add $400 billion to the market cap. Why is that? Why is that shocking? That's not shocking. That's easy. That's done, right? Solana, Cardano, XRP, Solana, Cardano, XRP, maybe Avalanche, right? Doge, something big, moving fast. Solana, right? Solana could just go. And so could ETH, right? ETH is the same thing, right? ETH actually never, total 2, which is just simply total crypto market cap without Bitcoin. Now, it does have the premium zone in the way at 1.69 T, but you can still add 200 billion to this easily. And, 2T is reachable at the top of this cone. I don't know how long that takes. That's not going to happen in one day, but they're obviously short altcoins. Somebody is short, underinvested, and all they did was sell at the end of the year. What was that? Do you remember what that was about? There was a crash. There was a crash in crypto in August about the yen carry trade. Can anybody tell me why the yen carry trade mattered for 3 days? And then it didn't. And then what really matters is that, we have to change currency values, fix the money, fix the world. Don't tell me this market's up a lot. I know it's easy on YouTube to be bullish when everything is smoking higher. I get it. But when it's down or when it's going sideways, it's a buy. And don't let this market talk you out of it. Because once they start bull posting and building, YouTube member area, forecasts, altcoins, price predictions, the roadmap in crypto for half of what they're charging elsewhere. For half, less than half. Okay, 1/3 in some cases. We are on top of it because we want you on top of it. That's it for the market update today. We will see you next time.